I'm Nancy Jornay from Little Miami Local Schools down around Morrow, Ohio, and I am the central registrar. I register students from grades K to 12, and this is what Kelly introduced herself.
I am Kelly Ogre. I'm the Special Education Secretary and also the Preschool Registrar.
We used to register students with a packet. I would create the packets, print them out, have them available for parents to pick up at the office, and they could also download it online. They would complete the packet, call for an appointment, and bring in the documentation with the completed packet, and I would register students that way. With the new gateway, the parent goes online, completes all the information, sets their own appointment, which is a lot less phone calls for me. They set the appointment on the gateway, and they bring in the documentation, and all the information is already inputted into the computer in the system. For me, Registration Gateway has cut the time that I spend with the parents as far as going over the documentation and making sure that everything is correct. I now do that online, so I'm not checking. Our packets were 18 pages long, so I'm not checking each page. The information is already in there. Contact screens are already done. So for me, it's been a time saver, but the biggest time savings that I've seen is the appointment scheduling. I spend a good amount of time of my day calling people back to set appointments for registration. The greatest benefit is right now to the secretaries. They are not going to have to put in the contacts, and contact screens in the past, especially for during the summer when the secretaries came back from summer break, we actually had to hire subs to help them input the contacts. It was so time consuming, and now we don't have to do that. So that is a great benefit for the district. The biggest benefit for me that I see right now is not only is the data already in the system, but is the appointment scheduling. I love that scheduler, that the parent sets their own appointment and they go in and change it. I don't have anything to do with that, and that's been a great time saver for me. For me, the cumulative document management system is a great plus because we're not using it currently the way it's going to be used because we're just starting out with it. But when Kelly and I look at that and the forms are all in there and they're concise and they're listed, so the transportation department can look at the transportation form, the food services gets the free and reduced lunch. That's been a great, that's what we're looking forward to. So right now, we have set up notifications, and so as soon as a student's record is sealed in the registration gateway, not only is that information input and put up in Dazzle in our student database, but also a notification is sent to each department. Our nurses love it, our food services person loves it. They're not waiting to get a paper in our Pony or inter-office mail system. They get instant notification that a student's record has been sealed and they are starting in our district. And I think that's been a great.
Yes. And special education notifications as well.
I will tell you, Registration Gateway has their support, and Kelly will attest to
Has been
this.
phenomenal.
We can't even tell you how grateful I am because any issue we had, and we had issues because we weren't fully prepared. But I can't even explain how good the support was. I don't know of a vendor out there giving you support like you guys do, and it's personal for me. Nikita, Fran, Sharon. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Barb. Anytime I had an issue, one of them is on the phone calling and saying, "What can we do for you?" I've not experienced that in all the years I'm doing registration with any other vendors, or even in another area of my life. People are not usually that supportive. So I would say for me, while sometimes we're frustrated with how we're doing things, just say, just send a help desk ticket. And usually within a half hour, my phone has even rang in the evening. They've called me in the evenings on my cell phone and said, we saw you put this in. What can we do to help you? Beyond compare. I love Registration Gateway. I truly do.
I'm excitedly
Yes.
nervous to start using
Yes.
it
And let me
2 weeks from today.
Yeah, and I'll tell you again, I started my kindergarten, we started January with grades 1 through 12 for current school year. See, there's a lot of different variables we have. Our kindergarten registration didn't open until March the 1st. Typically in the past, we have 2 kindergarten district-wide registrations. So we have 2 dates where the secretaries in the district all volunteer, they're awesome, and they stay with me at the high school in Kelly and our ENIS coordinator, and we see people on an open house. They bring in their papers with their documents, we're copying. It worked well. March 1st, I started kindergarten registration with the Gateway. I already have 140 kindergartners enrolled. Typically, we get that after our second registration, which is usually in April. So right now, transportation is able to route. They're already able to look at this and route the kids. They don't have to wait. It's helping in the preparation of how many kids do we think we're going to have. So we're getting data now that we wouldn't have gotten till the end of May, till our last registration. So that's been great.
She's done with all the registration in SI, so student information. Yep. She's done with the student.
Contacts are in. I don't have to input any data. That's been huge for me.